Hey everyone, it's Neema and Sean with the Neema Group. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I want to tell you about a new closing we had on Bentley in West LA, 1650 Bentley, a vacant building on the west side. We were referred by an attorney that we had represented about 12 years ago. We actually sold his building. He referred us a trustee for a lady that inherited well, she was the trustee helping liquidate the portfolio for this ownership. And it was pretty unique in the sense that how often do you get vacant buildings? So a ton of interest. Let me show you our valuation quickly because it was important for them that they understood how we did it. We had recommended a price, but we knew that any buyer would be all-in cost would be very different. So we had budgeted out what hard costs and soft costs would be, what carrying costs would be. And we had put together some ideas for renovations, including condominium comps because it was mapped as condos and multifamily comps. And what was crazy is how much interest we had. Sean, do you remember how many offers and tours we had on this?
Easily over 20 tours. It was over 15 cash offers.
Wow. And tell me a little bit about the buyers and who you were getting on the table.
So it was interesting because, like you said, it's a rare property. People saw our marketing packages, but once they actually came in and saw the building, they realized that it needs a ton of work. You got to really renovate each unit. So we had buyers across the board, local investors, bigger ownership groups as well, looking at the deal. And we took a good week to really run through the tours and have everyone really look at it, so they make sure they understand the lay of the land in the building.
And what was important is that we knew we were going to get a ton of offers, right? It's just everybody wants it. But because the building had so much deferred maintenance, we wanted to make sure we vetted these guys, qualified them, and try to get their due diligence. On a vacant building, you can do most of your work before you even open contract. And one buyer really stood out. He did all due diligence up front, gave us a list of projects that he's constructed nearby, gave us his banker's info. We called and verified. The banker loved the guy. And providing this information really gave the seller some clarity, and he wasn't the highest price. It was about $80,000 less than the first highest price in terms of net proceeds. And they wanted to go with someone that had a track record that was contingent free, and he ultimately won the property, and he closed all cash, right, Sean? There was no financing that he got.
There was no financing there. He closed all cash, 21-day close. He had a substantial pass-through deposit as soon as we opened the escrow that went to the seller as well.
Awesome. The seller was happy because we had put together detailed marketing updates for all the beneficiaries. We had helped them with some title issues that were not easy to overcome, some things that were recorded that we couldn't really find the reconveyance for, but we worked around them. And ultimately, it was a very successful closing for both parties. Thanks very much.